Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and well, I wanted to do a quick post-mortem about our AI-only championship series. We're just doing a primordial map here. We got the same 6 civs from the finals, but this is actually not the normal rule set. This is actually like my Gorgo modded rule set that I have going right now, just because I didn't feel like switching all the files. But essentially, you might see like 2 or 3 of the same wonders. Also, you probably are going to see some comments, because technically Apocalypse mode is triggered right now, even though it doesn't show up. Although the comments are a lot less likely to hit cities right now than they normally are in Apocalypse mode. So anyways, that's what's going on here in the background. So anyways, I gotta say that was probably maybe the most entertaining AI only series I think we've had. That last episode was just freaking crazy. Like, man, I was thinking about this last night. I was like, dude, if like every single episode I ever recorded, if it had like that level of entertainment and drama in the game, like I would have like 10 billion subscribers, like easily. And I know I could like try faking it out and stuff like that, but that's just not me. But it was just like, it was so crazy. It was so entertaining for me as the caster, just watching it being like, what is happening? Why do you keep doing things that you're not supposed to do? It was just, oh yeah, there you go, comment. And actually, I don't think that destroyed a city, but still, oh, that was so much fun. And like, ultimately, I know, and part of the reason I wanted to do this was because I know a lot of people just don't like the dramatic ages, and they just didn't like the Apocalypse mode, which I understand. Hear me, I definitely understand it, but like, looking back at that, I feel like that was the most entertaining AI only series I've ever done. Like, I had more fun casting that one than I've ever had in the AI only series. Like, usually by the time we get to the finals and I finish it up, I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm done. Like I don't want to do an AI only series for a while now. Just like, it was entertaining, but like, honestly, when you get to turn 250 or so in the game, especially without any of the different scenarios in, it just is like, ugh, sometimes. And I mean, you kind of saw that with, what was it? Was it the reverse knockout rounds or the second chance rounds where we turned them off, and it was just kind of like, it drags a little bit. It's just not as fun. And like, I understand the reason people don't like it. It's because like, hey, you're trying to figure out who the best civ is, and adding RNG, you know, kind of eliminates that. And yeah, I understand that. Although, a couple counters to that. Number one, you know, if you want to know who the best civs are, probably just put Russia versus Hammurabi in a 1v1, and there you go, right? Like, the thing is, with most sports leagues and stuff like that, teams change, players change. You know, in Civ, basically Russia's been the exact same from like the get-go. What they added, the slight different ability with Gathering Storm that the Blizzard now does more damage or something like that. But I think essentially besides that, Russia's been like practically the same. So ultimately, you know, and the thing is, you can pretty much point out who the best civs are just from like glances. So like, without any RNG, I don't know that there's as much entertainment value. Also, hear me out. Like, okay, I was thinking about this too. I think baseball is probably the perfect, like baseball and hockey are probably the best at like, whoever ends up winning the Stanley Cup and whoever ends up winning the World Series probably are most likely going to be the best team in that particular sport. Why? Baseball, because you have so many games. And this is what happened with the NBA. So I remember NBA in the playoffs. This is the National Basketball Association, the American basketball. So originally the first round in their playoffs were five games each. Persia is going to get wiped out here pretty quick. But then eventually, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? Nah, it's probably longer than that, probably like 10 years ago. They ended up changing the first round to 7 games. The difference between 5-game and 7-game series though is tremendous. Like, I would say 95% of the time, the team that is better is going to end up winning a 7-game series. This is like the difference between NBA and like March Madness, which is the college basketball tournament. The college basketball tournament is probably my favorite, most entertaining playoff tournament of like any sport. It's just freaking psychotic because every game is one off and anything can happen in one off, you know? And yeah, okay, admittedly, the RNG is a little different, but there's still RNG. Like, you can have a game where a player just is not shooting well. A game where a player, you know, maybe woke up really tired or is maybe a little under the weather, or maybe a player got injured. Like, there's always RNG to sports. And so that's why, like, with baseball, with hockey, and with basketball in the playoffs, like, ultimately to figure out like the best team, or to basically reward the better teams, is the more games there are, the more that the cream rises to the top, so to say. It's harder for an underdog to win a best of 7 series than it is for them to win a one-off game. But that being said, there is also a lot less drama you know, it's not so fun when LeBron James ends up leading the superstar Lakers to a championship, unless you're a Laker fan. Dude, India, what did you do, man? Okay, that one's not so bad, but come on. So that's where personally, like, I am more on the mindset where I would rather have an entertaining series versus looking for the cream that rises to the top. I think ultimately, if we do our changes that we were talking about and kind of start ranking everyone and do more of a league, I think at that point, you're going to definitely start seeing the better civs, and, you know, you're not going to have like a Spain in the finals at that point, because Spain's going to have to earn their way all into the top group so they can actually make the championship thing. But, you know, it kind of depends on our rules and how we end up doing it. And I've not spent any time more thinking about it. Although someone actually mentioned a really good comment, which I copied down all the information. So I got to spend some time looking into that. But yeah, personally, I still just like the idea of doing more entertainment, I guess, versus with more RNG versus essentially the polar opposite. And I know some of you guys might just not be as big of a fan on it. And I mean, I guess I'm sorry. Like, I just don't know what to say. I still very much am trying to reduce the RNG as much as possible. Like, you guys have no idea how many times I restarted the different maps trying to get a balanced map here. I mean, you can kind of see how imbalanced this map is just for starters. Like, these guys started right next to each other. They started right next to each other, and Persia has all of this. Like, the amount of times that happened when we were trying to find a map is absolutely psychotic. So I'm trying to get it as balanced as possible, but yeah, there's always going to be RNG. I wish the comets had a purpose. Like, I still really feel like the comets should hit the civ that basically sacrificed the least amount of units when it came to the early emergencies, the appease the gods. But, you know, I can't really change that. You know, and the same thing is, like, this game is a game of RNG. You know, who did you spawn next to? Where did you spawn? Did you have iron in your starting position? Do you have oil in your starting position? Can you build your unique unit in time? You know, if we did tech tree shuffle, you know, how's the tech tree work? There's always a little bit of RNG in the game. And yeah, we're trying to eliminate it, but honestly, I'm not a fan of just getting rid of it altogether. I think there definitely needs to be some. And so I think going forward, I'm still going to keep on the dramatic ages and the apocalypse mode. Because like I said, I just had a lot more fun with it. But I'm always open to suggestions. We'll have to see. I don't remember if they're introducing a new scenario. I would assume so, because they're doing it every single time. So we'll have to see how it works out. And I'm definitely, at this point, probably going to leave off the Secret Society one, unless I go in there and somehow figure out, like, I was thinking about this. It would be rather interesting. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have any of the game modes turned on. Yeah, I do. Where's the Secret Society? Does no one have a Secret Society right now? Whoopsie. Wrong button. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Does anyone have a Secret Society? Yeah. No one has the the cultist yet. Yeah, oh, it might be, excuse me, hiccups. It might be too early. Sorry. Oh, breakfast bars, man. Yeah, it might just be a little too early for the cultist to pop out. I was thinking, though, if you could actually give the cultist a military combat strength, then maybe it would be worth it at that point to maybe leave the secret societies on. I don't know. Also, oh my God. I want to settle here. Put a city right there. Oh my God. Oh, with the Galapagos right there. Although maybe you want to settle there for the harbor. Yeah, actually, settling here for the harbor would be a better spot. But oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. You wouldn't get this, though. Which, I suppose, you know, I think that's okay. You'd still get the entire island. But man. Yeah, that's the joy of these, like, freaking forest fires right now that I have extraordinarily buffed accidentally. But I'm not going to spend any time fixing it until the next patch comes out. But yeah, so yeah, I'm still definitely open, and I'm definitely okay with like shifting the modes and stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, when it comes to the finals and stuff like that, we're going to look for most entertainment. And I think it makes for a better game, you know, when you have Spain in the final 8. You know, who was the other one in the final 8? Oh, having Mali in the final 6, having Cyrus in the final 6. And I think if we just got rid of all the RNG, chances are you're not going to see that. You're going to see the same 6 civs in the finals. Like maybe 6 out of 10 civs in the finals every single time. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't find that necessarily as entertaining. I don't know. I like it. I guess that if I have to give one like post-mortem, I really had a lot of fun with this. I definitely want to do some more here in the future, but you know, we're gonna obviously take a break because we got new civs coming out. And I definitely want to do the championship league, but I got to spend a lot of time watching old videos. And so that's a lot of homework. And so finding the energy to not be lazy and do the homework should be entertaining. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed the series because I had a lot of fun with this one. Ultimately, congratulations to Gandhi. Like I said, or did I say it this time? But I wasn't really rooting for Gandhi on a repeat, you know, but hey, congratulations anyways. Is Gandhi even alive? Oh, he's up here. I much rather would rather have played as Simone there, and the fact that he almost earned it was so close. And I really honestly wanted Persia. That's who I was kind of rooting for here in the finals personally. I mean, I know I mentioned Russia, but like if I had to play as a Civ right now, it's Persia because I think I still need to play as them again to fill in the Hall of Fame because I hadn't played as them in quite a while. Number one, I'm pretty sure everyone else we have finished at this point. Yeah, I know I did Russia recently. We did Hammurabi. I definitely did not want to play as Hammurabi, so. But you know what? We were gonna play as him. Gandhi, like I said, I'm pretty sure we played as. But you know, we'll do something fun with Gandhi. Maybe we'll just do like an elephant domination or something like that. Obviously, I've already done the nuke one. We did that on live stream, so I don't really want to do the nuke Gandhi again. But I don't know. I'm open for suggestions because it's gonna be a little bit before we come in. But yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. I'm just rambling at this point, so hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in a future series. Bye, everybody.